For more on this, we're now being joined by Ron Alito, former U.S. military officer and former intelligence and operations officer at the Pentagon. He's joining us live from Miami, Florida. Welcome to WION. Can you talk to us about how you see the situation right now with Israel and Hezbollah trading fire?
Well, I think that Israel is just following on to the great operation they did last week. Last week they did an amazing intelligence cover ops operation by blowing up the pagers that several thousands of Hezbollah members were using that caused a great damage to Hezbollah, several deaths, hundreds and hundreds of injured people, and most important, that destroyed the communications, the internal communication of Hezbollah. So they're just following up now with a military attack. That's very logical because now is when Hezbollah is the weakest. Now, at the political point, I think that Prime Minister Netanyahu, he wants escalation at all costs. He wants to escalate the war. He wants to provoke Hezbollah and to provoke Iran. He wants his dream, always has been, the dream of the Likud party, always has been to force the hand of the United States, so the United States engages directly and attacks directly Iran. So that, I think, is where Netanyahu is going. That's his strategic objective.
Very interesting. And two things. Do you think that a ground offensive is next on the part of Israel into Lebanese territory? And what about the fact that the United States is sending more troops to the Middle East? Is anyone listening to the Biden administration?
Well, it's possible that the ground offensive will continue, that they will try to occupy some parts of southern Lebanon. That's where Hezbollah operates. They are very strong in the southern Lebanon area. So it's possible, again, because now is when Hezbollah is the weakest, with hundreds of their operatives in the hospital still with injuries, and their communications are down. And the aerial attacks of Israel have destroyed a lot of the infrastructure that Hezbollah might use to defend itself. So it's possible. I'm not 100% sure, but it's a possibility. Biden have been trying to de-escalate for months and months and months now the situation in the Middle East. He doesn't want to escalate, but Netanyahu don't want to de-escalate. That's the situation. Netanyahu wants the war to continue. Netanyahu, if the war stops, most likely Netanyahu will end up in jail because he has several corruption cases. A lot of the center and center-left opposition in Israel don't want him anymore as prime minister, but he and his coalition, his right-wing and ultra-Orthodox religious coalition, they want him to continue the war, and he himself wants to continue the war because otherwise he might end up in jail because all those corruption cases he has on trial right now, they will go active again, and he doesn't want to face trial or jail, so he wants to continue. So he is at odds with what the Biden administration is looking. Biden administration wants to de-escalate, but Netanyahu wants to escalate further. And again, his main objective, strategic objective, is for the United States to attack directly Iran. That have always been for many, many years a strategic objective of Israel, to force the hand of the United States into attacking Iran directly.
After this, can you... Okay, thank you so much for that, Ron. I look forward to speaking to you again very soon as this story develops, and we're following it very closely.
No problem. Thank you.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.